Welcome on back to SGL Fall 2024 actually. So we are going to go ahead and take a look at a match between two Goliaths here on Group D. So we're going to be taking a look at Hawks against Metizport X. This is the academy team for Metizport. They're both on awkward position. I wouldn't say awkward, but they're both on 1-1. So one win, one loss. And whoever wins this match, they move on to the playoffs. So for Metizport, they already face off against Hawks. They lost 2-1. And just take a quick look at here. They lost 13. Actually, they won 13-10 on Inferno. They lost 13-5 on Mirage. And then the decider came in and they lost to Ox 13-7. Then Metisport as well. They won against Slux 2-0 clean. Ox on the other side, they faced off against the S Gaming, and they lost 2-1 on the series. So now they're gonna face off again to choose who's gonna be moving on to that second place on Group D and moving on to the playoffs as well to join some other teams. In between those names, we have Never Play Sauceman, 777 Esports, Infurity Gaming, Split Esque, and already the ones from Group D, the XS Gaming. So we really just need to choose between these two who's going to move on. Actually, there's also a match on Group E as well, which I'm pretty sure it's already been broadcasted, and probably the production is going to give me some kind of information about how that match went. Also, speaking of the suspect, Joe Cool actually just rated. He was the one transmitting or broadcasting that match. So actually, give us some info in the chat. Cool, give us some info in the chat. Who won? Who's moving on? Who's joining 777 Esports on Group B? Give us some info. But anyways, we're gonna be taking a look really quickly at the lineups as well in the short few minutes. But for now, just to give you a quick insight at the veto for this series. So we are gonna trust me. This is not gonna be different from their match off, pretty much, because uh, taking a look at the vetoes really quickly. So Metis chose Inferno, Ox goes for Mirage, and Decider Anubis. It was between Nuke and Anubis, and Ox decided to choose Anubis. So mind you, I'm gonna remind you what the first veto was. It was guess what? Inferno, Mirage, and Anubis. And let me remind you who won between both of the teams. Who won on that first face-off in all of these three maps? Yeah, that was Ox 2-1. So it's kind of odd for me that both of these teams actually choose the exact same maps, knowing how that first series went. It's a little bit odd for me. Maybe, just maybe, this time Metisport would actually have the upper end because they already know how the other team works on these maps. They already have a taste of it. And once you have a taste of it, now you know how to counter it. So maybe, just maybe, Metisport will actually have the upper end on this one. Now, okay, so we had some information in chat as well about Group B. So Annex actually won their elimination match, and they're gonna play tomorrow again as well. So nothing is still solved on Group B, I guess. I'm getting ahead of myself. Sometimes people like to get ahead of themselves. It is just what it is. So yeah, that's about it. Now, just a quick question here for the producer: are we close to getting into the game? How's it going? Okay, so we're just missing one player in the server to go right into the action. But I just want to give you guys here the quick because I didn't actually get a chance to see the lineups. Can I get the lineups, please? Once more. I want to take a look at the lineups really quickly. I'm very eager to see the lineups. I know you guys at home already saw the lineups. And we have the lineups already in for you guys once more. And I'm going to get to see it in a little bit because I am actually not having the access to it right now. Give me a second. Okay, now I have it. So Ox composed by Edizen, inserts Niox, Remorse, and Nibito. Actually, this is a cool point because Nibito is actually um Nibito is actually not playing on this match. This was a last minute change, pretty much. And for Hawks, instead of Nibito, they're gonna play with Ibali. So he's gonna be standing in for the Hawks squad. On the other side, we got Metizport with Victor, Wenba, Hagmeister, QZR, and I'm assuming it's Harry. Somebody actually in chat, let me know if it's Harry or if you're supposed to pronounce the name in a different way, because I'm gonna be honest, I don't know the player, I don't know how to pronounce his name, and I don't want to botch his name too many times during the casting of the match. Now, I'm pretty sure everyone's in the match already. We're gonna switch onto the game really quickly, and we're gonna be taking a look at Inferno. Reminder: these are the same maps that were played on the first series when they faced off earlier for this group. This is exactly the same map picks. And this time, once more, Metizport shows Inferno. They're gonna start on CT side. And but first we got the knife. I'm assuming these knife is not gonna count for anything. It's just face it protocol. So we're gonna get right into. So this was chosen by Metizport. So I'm assuming here I'm assuming Ox are gonna start CT actually. Not 100% sure. Some teams actually prefer to start at T side. I would assume Hawks to be the underdog on this series. Sure, they won the first series 2-1, but I still assume they're the underdogs. So maybe they'll start on T side. Now, ninth round is done. We're gonna jump right into the action as we take a look at Inferno. And actually, Hawks are gonna choose to start CT. This is a very conservative decision, but one I like nonetheless. Now let's take a look at what Metis comes with on the T side, and how are the setups looking for the Hawks. For Metizport right now, okay, for the pistol round, they're gonna choose to go 4 players on second mid. Now they're spotted by Edie's end, so this play is kind of ruined, not gonna lie. But let's see how they react to this. Like right away, the reaction was to, instead of going 4 players there with a flashbang for apartments, you're gonna just career group on B and actually overwhelm this player here playing on barrels. It's Remorse. You already spotted one. He doesn't know about the others. Now he sees it, but it's a little bit too late. Kronks with a single headshot takes the B player down, and now the B path is clear. The flashbang to stop the progression is good, but it's not going to be enough. All of the players from Metizport X are actually inside. The side bomb has already been planted, and now it's a retake on a 4-4. EDZN finds one zapper. He kills the other. Now it's a 4v2. Actually, make it a 4v3. They're on top of each other. It's Niox, Edison, and Eyebally to stand in to try and do something. Eyebally is the first one to go down. That was from CT. 4v2 now. Niox, he doesn't find the headshot. Edison as well. And it's going to be Metizport, the team that picked the map. They're going to be the ones capitalizing on the first round of the match. And this was actually a really good decision by Metizport X as well. So they choose to do 4 players onto second mid. They get seen, and sometimes teams actually don't know how to react to this. They knew exactly what to do. All they had to do was, okay, we already got seen, so our pistol is probably ruined here if we try to force this. So let's play on our flow. Let's try to take control of the round once more. They rotated. They knew that as soon as they got seen on second mid, immediately there was going to be more support towards the A side, so they overwhelmed the B player. Really well played by Metizport. Now the anti-force round, Hawks bought some pistol upgrades. Metizport, they're trying to explore the options here. So utility being launched. Now we're gonna change into my beautiful face really quickly because we're having some sound issues after this round. I think it's sound issues. It's going to be solved as soon as possible. Don't worry about it, guys. I see you in chat as well. Don't worry too much about it. We're going to get all of those fixed for you. Now, still focusing on this one. We do see Metizport taking this one slowly. We do see Edison as well. He got disconnected from the surf, so maybe that's why Metizport is actually taking this one very slowly. Or maybe not, actually, because they're playing this one by the book. Like, you're playing against anti-force. So what you gotta do here is just take in all of that info that you can get that the other team gives you and try to actually capitalize and not Zapper has already gone down. Eyebally finds another, but that's gonna be all for the Hawks here for this anti-force round. They're not gonna get anything else. Metizport is not gonna give them anything else, and that's gonna be the clean 2-0. They only lost 2 weapons, and for me, that's a win in my book and a clean win on anti-force round because you don't lose too many weapons. You can play the bonus on that single mech 10 that you got. The other ones can actually buy rifles, and that is really important because now I'm assuming Hawks, they... Okay, I'm taking a look at the economy really quickly here. I'm pretty sure we're still in caster camp, but I'm taking a look at the economy here, and I'm going to spoil you guys a little bit. So Metizport, actually Hawks, they bought a pistol upgrade, but they still got money for like rifles and such. So we still have FAMAs and full kits of utility, some M4s as well. So Metizport actually playing the bonus here with only a Mech 10. It's pretty damn good in my book, to be honest. They're playing with 3 AKs, 1 Galil, so this is going to be the element of surprise here for the Hawks. Now, how are they going to react to this? The defensive setup for this round is going to be 3 and 2. They didn't even put up the third player on B, and this can cost them because now they've been throwing utility at them, and they have to play on the site. The player number 5 on the radar, he was playing CT, that was Remorse. He got tagged by a lot of grenades. 54 HP left for the remaining of the round, and he had to rotate as well. The Metizport is actually okay. They got mid control. They already tested the waters on B. They understand that they're playing on a more conservative position. They already look at the map. Like, they already forced Niox to rotate. So now they're gonna fully execute on a smoke towards Rodeo, or smoke towards pretty much everything that you can cover on A. And they're gonna do a split: 3 players through long, 2 players through house. Eddie's in and Eyebally to try and do something here. Eyebally's already down. Eddie's ran out of bullets on the M4. He's gonna go down as well. And that's a clean entry from Metizport X. Once more for A side. Remorse inserts and Niox. Remove Niox off of the equation because now it's a 4v2 retake. This is for the... I would consider the hardest type to retake on Inferno. And you guys need these weapons for the next round. Insert finds 1. The Hawks really need to save this M4 out. Like, perfect case scenario would be for them to save both of the M4s that Niox and Insert had. They didn't. Now Insert desperately needs to save this M4. It's better to play Hero M4 or like just a single M4 with, even if it's USBs to go around with it, for than to play full USP round. There we go. Oh, okay. I was actually taking a look at some stats for like how many kills each player has, but actually Hinsert was able to get an AK. Pretty damn good. That's a pretty damn good upgrade in my book. Now let's take a look around number 4. There's gonna be a Mag 7 pistol upgrades for 3 players: Eyebally, Niox, and Edizan. And Insert with the safe AK. He has to have high impact with that AK here. Ooh, but I don't like this. I don't like this play here. Playing on the edge of the smoke. This is getting me nervous. The first contact is going to do everything for this round. They go through the smoke, but they don't check the edge. And Insert with 2 kills. He shuts down Metizport. But wait a second. Remorse still had the duel he wanted. And that kind of confirms it, that B side is locked in for the Hawks. Now they have to play towards the other side. And this is the weaker side. Eyebally and Edizan, only pistols. Baldy finds 1, and that leaves Edizan clean headshot onto Straxy. And the economy round for the Hawks is a really damn good one. Hawks are surprises Metizport X, and now they get the full buy with everything that they want and even a bit more. So now Metizport, actually they have enough money to buy once more. They get some mech 10s and some makings. They have the AWP the same. So now, let's take a look at what happens. Zapper, already the first player to go down. He's having some difficulties playing around Banana. Most of the times. That's already like 2 or 3. Now the flashback for the support is really good. Krunks gets the first one. What is Insert doing? You're selling, mate. Go backwards. And he goes. But Mackie finds another kill on A. This is problematic for Hawks now. This is a 4v3. Once again, only some little bit of information, but on side A is only one player playing, and he gets taken on by Mackie as well. And that's gonna leave once more a clear path towards the A side. Insert once more alone. And he doesn't want to save that M4, so he's gonna get taken down by the AWP from Zame, and that's gonna be the 4th round for Metizport X. Now the game is paused, I believe. So I think it was Niox the one that disconnected. I think he had some kind of difficulties. I think he's back already. So I think we might be ready to actually get the game going once more in a short few seconds, of course. And I was just here searching really quickly. Give me just a second because I actually want to get a recap of what happened on the first Inferno they played, because I want to take a look at the score once more. And like I said, we're having some kind of difficulties here. Apparently, the Hawk players, they're having some kind of, I don't know if it's server connection issues or something. We don't really have that information right now. But they're having some issues here, so we're still in a little bit of a tech pause. But we're going to resume the game shortly. Now, just taking a look really quickly at the result for the first series once more. This Inferno actually finished. This Inferno actually finished really quickly. I don't want to induce you guys in here. We're already live as well, but I really want to give you guys this score. So we finished Inferno with Metizport X actually winning 13 and 10. It was a really close one, but they won the first half, I think, 7 and 6. So I'm curious about this one because so far it hasn't been really close, but maybe because of the internet, maybe because of the connection issues or the tech issues that we're getting. I'm not really sure about that one. But now taking a look at another one, another round number 6. This is an economy round once more for the Hawks. MP9s and Deagle upgrades is everything you get for this one. And unfortunately, season gets disconnected. Really, some major issues connecting here for the Hawks. Now, Mackie and Straxy, they're gonna push. They find 2 kills. They're playing on a 5v2 actually right now. Straxy finds another one. And it's only Remorse alone. Bomb has been planted. And this should really feel annoying for the Hawks players. Once more, it's out of the tournament. Like there's nothing the tournament can really do. Sometimes like the tournaments play through Face It, so sometimes actually just like troll a little bit. So basically, like sometimes we all have it, right? We all play Face It. So we all actually have connection issues with Face It. We all have lost problems. So I'm sure that's pretty much what is happening. Some kind of loss or connection issues with the Faceit servers. It can happen to anyone really, and apparently the Hawks are suffering from that. So hopefully they're going to be able to solve those really fast, because it would actually be a real shame. First of all, it would be a shame for you guys to spend so much time actually looking at my face, just because my mom always tells me that I'm very pretty when I wake up, okay? I'm pretty sure your mom does the same, but my mom does it every single day, okay? But I'm sure you guys don't want to look at my face, and I totally understand that. I totally understand that. We want to watch Counter Strike, okay? We want to watch Counter Strike, but sometimes technical difficulties are a step ahead of us, and they don't allow us to. But hopefully, everything will be solved soon enough. Now, just a recap of this match. So we're 5-1. I'd say like at least 2 rounds of this one are a little bit awkward because we had some disconnects, especially Edison and Niox. But besides those, I think Metizport is actually working the map really damn well. I'm sorry. Voice is a little bit in a rough space now, at least today. But basically, like Metasport is actually working the map really well. They're knowing how to react to stuff. They're knowing how to react at the setups that they find from the Hawks, and they're knowing how to especially work out the map when they're playing against economy rounds. They know to take it slow and they know to find some solutions regarding the information that they're given. That most of the times is actually not a whole lot, because whenever you're playing against a team that's playing pistols, you can most of the times you're gonna get two out of like one out of these two scenarios pretty much. Either the team that's playing economy rounds is going to play very aggressive on one side of the map to try and compensate and try and find an early kill and get a gun, or they're going to play very conservative and try and find the trap. Especially on this Inferno map, it's really something that can happen really easily and really fast. Like you can put three players in the middle of A side and build up a really quick trap setup with one player on Cold Zera, one player playing Dark, and one player on the middle of the side just waiting for the other two. Or even on B side, you can put four players on B side, allow them to win banana, and just put four pistols on B side, one playing U box, two players on first, and even like just some crazy crosshair setups really for or crossfire setups for whoever whatever you want to play on this trap setup for the team that's playing economy. And Metasport is really knowing how to counter that and how to take it slow, winning banana once more. Like they get the banana every time. Then they realize, okay, we don't really have information here, and if we're playing against an economy round, we're probably gonna have some kind of issues attacking this side. So let's try and explore the other side. And then the A players, they start moving, they start winning mid, they start winning house. So really props here to Metasport X. They're coming up with a really good T side right now, at least in my opinion. Okay, so I just got information from the organizers as well from SGL themselves. Edison had internet issues and Niox blue screened. So yeah, it's gonna take a little bit to actually solve these. Now, just a quick word with production. Can we go on a break and come back when those are solved? Um, Okay, so we're gonna go on a quick break, and we'll be right back after those tech issues are all solved and we can watch some Counter Strike. I'll see you guys in a bit. got the tech issue solved, and now we're going to be able to watch some more Counter-Strike, and hopefully no more tech issues to be faced in this Inferno. Now, this Inferno is actually making Hawks players' lives a little bit of a little inferno, right? Because blue screens, internet issues, maybe this is just Inferno's fault. We never know. This was picked by Metizport X. I'm not saying anything. Just the jinx? I don't know. Anyways, taking a look at round number 7, full buy for both teams, and now it's from the apartments. They activate, but it's a double setup from the HAWKS, and it's actually really successful because it's a 1-for-1. The Mackie gets taken out, and now reactive Metizport X is trying to push towards me and overwhelm the players. It's insert going down first. Remorse is able to take down one from Metizport, but in the end he gets taken out as well. Zame finds another one on the other side of his barrel, and it's going to be Eyebally the stand-in for HAWKS alone. He recovers the AWP. He's going to try and save this one, and Metizport X once more just playing this perfectly, playing the map perfectly, knowing where to rotate, knowing how to react to whatever they're thrown at, whatever gets thrown at them, really. So Metizport X really just, it's just masterclass right now in the server for them. That's what it is. And now 10 seconds left on the bomb. It's going to be round number 6 for Metizport X. And they're going to put up at least a draw round. So one more and they actually win this side. Terrorists win. For the HAWKS, let's see what they can do in the upcoming rounds, assuming they're not going to have any more issues. Round number 8 is underway. AWP saved from Baldy. So basically, there goes to Niox once more. That's a full buy again for the HAWKS. Metizport still have that AWP on Zim as well, and he's been having a high impact with it. 8 kills for him. Now it's an apartment's control play, and they have a boiler and they're trying to go for a bit. The flashbang is really good. Eddiezen has to remove himself from the setup on boost. The double setup on short can still come up good though. It has to be on the right timing. They have to wait here for number 7 on the radar. That's Mackie. But now they're going to try and explore another side of this map, and once more Metizport, they go towards the one side, and then they react towards the other side, and now Mackie activate. It's good for one, and that can shut down once more here. They go towards B, they get the first kill on B side as well. I'm pretty sure that was Edizan going down. Actually, no, it was Remorse, I think, on the other side going down. Bomb is planted, 3 versus 4, and then start finding 2. Wait a second, this round just got a whole lot more interesting. He recovers that AK, 2v2 retake now, because Folio went down. Insert has to win the duel, and he does. Now a new box, same AWP, 1 player to the left, 1 player to the right. Niox picks up the bomb, same. The dances to the left. He gets 1v1 now. Insert and Zame. He's just teasing him at this point, but it's the Deagle. And Zame wins the duel. 7th round is up on the board for Metizport X. And oh boy, this round got like super interesting, super fast. Like, I was not expecting Insert to actually get 2 kills on the back with the back step towards that B side. He got those 2 clean headshots for the first bullet on the MP9, and then like you get that first headshot and you just shred through. Really. Zezzy is asking in chat, what are these goofy round win messages? You clearly are not used to these messages, and let me tell you, my friend, this is the way it should go. We should get goofy messages after every single round. It's just funnier. It's just better. I don't know, actually. It's just, I always find it funny anyways. But now round number 9. HAWKS actually had the chance to put up the second, but now they have to contend with MP9s and 3 rifles. Same traumatizer, but that was the message. I didn't see it, but that is too funny. Now, grenade damage is... Oh my goodness. So the grenade damage actually opens up the smoke and insert capitalizes and pretty much just punishes that player. But now Zapper on the other side, he finds 2 kills, Strexy as well. He puts Edens in once more in a weird position, 1 versus 4, MP9 in hand. He's gonna try and make a play through the smoke, but on the other side, Strexy shuts him down. 8-1 right now. Metizport X are not slowing down by an inch. Pistol upgrade round for the HAWKS. They're choosing to eco in this one. It's the right choice at this point. Go big or go home when they choose to go back to that. Ooh, Zapper shuts down Remorse. My man had a Meg 7, but he wasn't able to do anything with it. Mackie finds a clean headshot onto Eden as well. And this is going to be a field day on this round, at least for Metizport riflers. Not a whole lot that actually... I think their best chance was actually Remorse with that Meg 7, but the clean read for Metizport was actually just so good. Like, Remorse, every time he bought that Meg 7, I think he surprised him once on an eco round, and ever since he surprised them once, they didn't allow them to actually... They didn't allow Remorse to surprise them any longer. Like, every time there's an eco round, there's always a player checking their corner. Every single damn time. Basically, so the HAWKS here, like I said, like they're making some good decisions because sometimes teams actually like it's a 9-1 score. It's a huge gap between them both, right? They start on like a string of forces. Like they force every single round back to back to back. They don't really care about the economy any longer until they get to the full loss bonus stage, and then they start buying like accurately. But HAWKS actually having the discipline here to remain calm and actually do their economy rounds to actually buy after. So props here to the HAWKS on their decision making in terms of economy. Now round 11 has already gone by. Only Insert and Remorse. Actually remove Remorse once more out of the equation because it's only Insert once more. 1 versus 4. Only Kronks went down around mid, while the mid was being taken by Metizport X. Good headshot. Actually, it wasn't a headshot. Yeah, he's not gonna be able to save that M4. So double digit for Metizport X. They're coming clean on this T side, and we gotta give it to them. Like it's just a masterclass T side right now. We gotta give it to them, really. Even though, sure, we gotta once again mention, HAWKS had a lot of tech issues in the beginning, and no one can actually predict those. But at the end of the day, Metizport is just clean with it. Now, round number 12. Let's run to the first half of the T-side of Metizport. It's Strexy and company. They don't care. They just stroll down and find one. Eyebally, though. He still has some words to say. The first duel is won. Second is not good, though. Kronks trades him off. 4v3 now, but Eden's in. Are they expecting him? No, they're not. Zame goes down. No AWP for this A side. It's going to be 3 rifles on 3 rifles. Actually make it an SMG because Remorse has an MP9. But availability here for AWPs to be picked up here. But Zapper wants to make sure that doesn't happen. The flashbang was good if the player was playing open, but the angle chosen by 80s and is actually really good. Remorse gets a kill through the smoke, and that makes it. That makes it. That is going to be a double kill for Remorse because Actually, double kill from Insert once more. He's been coming up huge in these clutches, and at the end of the first half, on a worst case scenario, Hawks still find the second one on the last retake of the first half. We're gonna switch sides, and arguably, Metizport are gonna go for the strongest side here, which is gonna be CT side Inferno. Once again, like I feel like T side is actually strongest for the underdog team every single time, because like when you're trying to explore the map, if you don't get access to the strats that you want to do, basically what you do is you pick up the block and you just, like, five players, just rush them down. Like you want to get control of mid, okay, five players go down mid and you try to get those gun trades, okay, those kill trades right down on mid. You have like some mech 10s, you want to rush down B. Let's go. Five players down B, two flashbangs on top of side. Boom. The underdog team doesn't really need to outstret the opponent. Sometimes all they have to do is just force stuff and actually make it happen on the numbers, right? And now we're back into the game. We're going to start the second half and see how the Hawks are actually going to choose to abort this T side. Once again, the gap is really big, so I don't know. Losing the pistol here kind of make like just puts down the last dagger here for the Hawks on this map. But I'm assuming they're waiting for the next map. The next map is actually their pick. We're gonna play Mirage. So I'm assuming they're focused on map number two at this point. Like 10-2 is just too much of a gap, really. What can you do here if you're Hawks? Like you lose the pistol, you can't do anything else. Because like you lose the pistol, even if you don't plant the bomb, you're gonna buy on the anti force round on the second round after the pistol. You're gonna force immediately because that's just what happens on when there's a gap like this. But wait, let's take a look at the pistol here first, because the defensive setup for Metizport was actually 3-2, three players on B and two players on A. Hawks finds a kill onto Edizan, actually on Straxy on mid, but now Kronk's second contact is in hand. He has to kill this player and he's clean with a headshot eyeballing. Now it's gonna be through pillars, and that's gonna be a 1-for-1, 3v3 on the retake. No kit available, and Insert on the dual hunt through mid. They find one. Zame and Mackie inside of the side. One's gonna stick, the other one's gonna cover the duel, but it's Mackie. He has to overperform, and yes, he does. Mackie finds two. The bomb is gonna get defused. 11th round up for Metizport X on the 3v3 retake, and they're closer and closer by the second to finishing up this Inferno. And oh my, this retake actually got me sweating. Really. I was not expecting Mackie to actually pop off like that. Jesus, Mackie. 15 kills for him, by the way. Top frager from Metizport X side. And once more, we had a disconnection from Edie's end after he got killed. So I'm assuming once more either internet connection or maybe even a blue screen. We don't want a blue screen, but he had internet issues earlier, so probably once more it's going to be the same issue. He's back on the server though, so we're going to resume the match in a short second, because we already have the freeze time going down. But once again here, like Hawks loses the pistol, they have to force. Sure, they planted the bomb, okay, but at the same time, like you planted the bomb, you're gonna play Galils and Mech 10s. Doesn't really matter here. It's a better buy than. Actually, no, it does matter. Wait a second. What am I saying? Like it actually matters because they actually bought, all players bought Kevlars and helmets. So if they win this one, they're actually really good for the bonus round. If they lose this one, it's done. Three-player mid control now. Once again, like the underdog, he has to play the numbers, and they find 4 kills on A side. Zapper, the last player alive for Metizport X, and he's playing on B side. He has Remorse on the other side of his MP9 barrel. He's gonna be able to find him. The bomb hasn't been. Oh my goodness! HAWKS actually makes a huge mistake. The bomb is on bike on spawn. Oh no, are they gonna overthink this? Ooh, okay. I was looking at the radar and it actually made me nervous. Okay, Remorse is gonna clean this one. Yeah, they got me nervous for a second there. Niox went to pick up the bomb and he started looking towards B side. And I was like, surely they're not gonna overthink this one. They have control of A. Why are they thinking about going B? Surely they're not gonna do that. Clearly they weren't thinking of doing that, but they got me nervous for a second. And now we got another match pause. So, ladies and gentlemen, you'll have to watch my face once more. Okay. Yeah, just giving you guys a clean look at my face. But yeah, this is really unfortunate. These connection issues with EDZN really are unfortunate, especially because even between connection issues, he's not playing really badly. Like he's 6-13 for a player that played like half of the rounds of the match. Like he's really not having a bad match. It's just the internet connection that is actually um making him sweat for those kills. Really. And I was trying to take a look here really quickly as well at something, but I couldn't find it. Okay, forget about it. But yeah, so EDZN is back on the server once more. We're gonna resume it again. 11-3. HAWKS actually win the anti-force or the force. So we're gonna go to round number 3 of the second half, and we're gonna take a look at the pistol upgrade for Metizport. They buy 257s, 1 deal on Kronks. HAWKS has everything that they want. Let's see how Metizport actually approaches this one. Like I was telling you guys earlier in the match, like if you do a pistol upgrade, you can set up a trap on one of the sides, and Metizport here actually tried to be a little bit more aggressive now. They lost already, but Kronks is hunting. He gets punished as HAWKS now take control of A side. It's only Straxy playing here. They're cleaning both. Headshot though, can he do it? He cannot. So Niox is clean with a headshot. Zapper recovers the Galil from EDZN, but he's not going to do anything with it though. And even Eyeball, finding 2 players, so he finds another one, 11-4. He keeps the dream alive for this first map for HAWKS. And Metizport are still not going to be able to buy this one. They won the pistol, they lost 2 rounds, they're in the second stage of lost bonus, so that's $2,400. So they're not yet going to be able to fully buy. For the first trial by fire, and maybe the last, actually not the last, but the first trial by fire is going to come on round 17, where Metizport is going to be able to full buy, so they're going to play on even rounds. And the HAWKS, if they lose that one, they're still going to have money for that possible last round of this Inferno, but they have to play this one carefully. They cannot lose too many players against these pistols, because they don't want to reinvest once more. They're building up some economy here. The economy is actually on their side because they won 2 rounds in a row, but they have a lot of players with 3,400, and they still have to reinvest in utility, so that costs a lot. And if they have to reinvest in guns, it's bye-bye economy once more. EDZN, unfortunately, he keeps having these issues. As people were saying in chat, actually, Germany and Sweden are having a lot of routing issues. I'm not sure which server they're playing on, but unfortunately, they're actually playing Germany, so maybe that's why. I'm actually gonna ask on the team chat on Discord as well what's gonna be done for this map, if there's a possibility of a change of servers or not, but I'll give you information on that later. But for now, the pistol round for Metizport is not gonna go well. And they only lost EDZN, so this is best case scenario for HAWKS as well. They planted the bomb, they're gonna win the 5th, and wait a second, EDZN finds one. Still not problematic though, because you don't have to reinvest in too many players. You only have to reinvest on Remorse, and he has 7K in the bank. Eden as well, he had 7K too, so not really problematic because you have Niox with 9K. So Niox can actually drop if they need to. Once Metizport, if Metizport actually wins this one, Niox can drop as well. So let's see how they approach this one. The first and possibly the last trial by fire for the Hawks here. Same with the AWP. Ooh, they're gonna go aggressive. Ooh, they're gonna do the Navi setup. They're gonna do the Navi setup. We need to take a look at that. But first, Remorse got the kill. There's no presence on the house. There's only one player, Edie's, and he's open and punished by Zame. The double setup from, or based on the Navi setup. It doesn't hit. It's always successful. It's like 200 out of 100 percentage in success. I'm just kidding, but it's a really damn good setup, really, for the house whenever you need it. Now it's all gonna go onto Zapper. He's the solo player on B. He gets taken out. Zame counterbalances around for the last few kills. It's a 3v2 retake now. Hawks planted the bomb. They weren't on even grounds, but now they are because Niox found another one. 2v2 now. He opens up aggressive Niox. He gets punished, but Insert finds the kill. 10 HP on this player, 30 on Kronks. Oh my goodness, he switches for the AWP. The bomb is wide open. Actually, he's behind the fountain. He has to go. 10-second defuse as well. Really well played by Insert. No more time. Even gets the flick. He has traumatized 3 players from Metizport X. And HAWKS on the first trial by fire, they win it, and they try to keep on reducing this gap. Also, I just got word as well that after this map, the server location is going to be changed. So hopefully no more problems. Ooh, okay. No more problems opening for the Hawks players after this map. But now Zame actually went down to a grenade and some shots on the chest. That was we gotta give it style points for that kill, really. Now once more pistol round for Metizport. They upgrade for some pistols and 5.7s. They're not finding anything. Kronk's a little bit more aggressive position here on apartments. Niox gets another kill from Mackie. Kronk's connects the headshot onto E. Now he knows about the second player. Eyeball, he's gonna do the duel here. Gonna win the duel, actually. There's gonna be ZPR or Zapper. Alone 1v4. Not a whole lot you can do here. That seals it. 7th round for HAWKS. Mind you, like this is MR12. This is very not, I don't want to say easy. I'm trying to like measure my words a little bit here. But like it's actually easy is not the word that I'm looking for. It's more if you want to come back on a match format, I think MR12 is actually the format to go for because there's not many buy rounds. There were a lot more problems with the buy rounds for when the format actually came out in the beginning of CS2. Now teams are actually being able to understand how to work it around, how to have more full buy rounds instead of playing economy rounds or even semi buy rounds. But still, like, you can lose control of the match flow really quickly. And so far, HAWKS has been putting up a show on T side, mirroring what Metizport actually did on their D side. They're playing it really well, but now on round number 19, Metizport are not liking this. They do the aggressive play onto Banana. They are good. Zame, oh my goodness. The double flick, and he's hunting for the 3rd map point. Goes to Metizport, and this was all sponsored by Zame. And oh my goodness, Zame. While I was here just talking about the match flow, how they're losing rounds, Zane was like, say less, fam. I'm gonna get the map point here all by myself. Sure, we gotta give props to the players that did the aggressive play onto Banana and that unlocked their first kill on Banana through the smokes. But Zane, my oh my. It's not every day that you see an upper coming in 3 flicks like this. And now, possibly last round here, ED then gets disconnected once more. It's going to be played with 5 versus 4. And the HAWKS, they're trying to do whatever they can here. Map control through mid, or they're going to try and play towards A. Really good bullet here from Remorse. The first bullet, headshot, no chance for a cross. Flashbang for the sports really good. And Remorse once more, technically gifted here. Remorse. But now they have to deal with Strike. He's good for one. The second one is not there. Zapper tries to compensate, but he only gets one. And that leaves Mackie on a 1 versus 3. Actually, a 1 versus 2 retake. He's going to go for it. He has a kid. But he's going through the smoke. HAWKS, he finds the player. But this one was highlighted by Remorse. Oh my, sure, he had the support of the flashbangs from his teammates, but like, oh my, Remorse? I got flabbergasted by those headshots, not gonna lie. HAWKS keep on surviving on this one. They don't allow Metizport X to close this inferno quickly. Another buy round for Metizport. Zame still has money for DWP, but after this one, if they lose this round 21, they have to go on a soft reset. They're gonna make second stage loss bonus as well. So HAWKS, I'd say they have the opportunity of a lifetime right here, right now. Oh, Strax, he's gonna find one, make it 2. And that's gonna leave him on the 2 versus 5. HAWKS, the Portuguese player, AWP in hand, he has to come up with huge impact, but the first contact is Remorse. He doesn't find a kill, he opens up wide, but he doesn't get it too. Mackie is trying to punish him. HAWKS, Portuguese player, AWP in hand, wait for him. 1 versus 4 though. Life or death in this inferno. Finds the first player, sees the second. He has the bomb, 40 seconds to play around here. This is really awkward for him. 1 versus 3. 2 places where players can come from. He has to get all the timings right. He has to be more aggressive towards one side. He's trying to choose poorly. He misses the shot. It doesn't matter. Metizport X closed the first map on a very solid 13-8. Zame, the AWP, coming up huge with 20 kills. And when you have your AWP fragging that much, everything just looks really easy. Honestly, like every team that has an AWP fragging like that, take a look at G2 Esports with Monzi as well. Whenever Monzi drops a 20 bomb like that, my man, it's easy as hell for the remaining players to actually just move around the map. Because if your AWP actually finds a way to unlock the round from that first kill, that first shot, the remaining players just have a way of moving around the map just so much freely after that. It's actually insane how much impact an AWP player can have. And Zame, he was highlighted many times, and he actually had an insane amount of rounds there and an insane amount of impact on that Inferno. Now, guys, we're going to go on a quick break because we're going to have some server changes as well on the server. But we'll be right back to take a look at that Mirage between Metizport X and HAWKS. See if the HAWKS bounce back and take us the distance to rely on the decider to choose who moves on to the playoffs and who doesn't. We'll see you guys in a few seconds. Welcome on back to take a look at map number 2 between Metizport X and HAWKS. We had a quick server change, but we're gonna get right onto the knife between these teams to decide. This is just a formality, okay? Actually, I was gonna like jump right to like, oh, we're gonna like decide who plays where. No, okay. So this is just a formality because once more, it's server faced. So um actually. So this was the pick for the Hawks. So it's going to be Metizport, the one choosing the side. For those of you that are not, um, that just don't know how this format works for Face It, usually it works like this. Only the knife only works properly on the decider. That's where usually whoever wins the knife actually picks the side. For whoever picks the map, the other team picks which side they want to play at. So we're gonna jump right into Mirage, and this is the pick by Hawks. Metizport X choose to start CT, and this is just standard, right? Like CT side Mirage is way too strong. But let's take a look at the pistol here. Metizport actually being aggressive. Two players running down mid, one for the support. It's Cross on the window. Mackie had dual palettes. He pushed Palace, but he gets punished by the P250 from insert. Same finds one. Bomb is being planted very early. This is a 4 versus 4 retake. Make it a 4v3 because Kronk's found insert's head. And 3 players on CT. I kind of like this, but I don't at the same time. I like this if it's like you have some players on the other side. For the duels, Kronks with 1-2. Straxy burns the last one. And pistol round goes Metizport X's way once more.
Bomb has been defused. Counter-terrorists win.
And Kronk said goodnight to 3 adversaries. These post-round messages are really goofy. Say night-night. Anyways, like I was saying, like the 3 players on CT makes me a little bit anxious because like I like that play when you have support from another side, or if you're playing like because you're really relying on that quick headshot with the block. And you're not like properly warmed up, really. Like you played like half of the rounds on front with an less, so like I don't know. I just don't like that play from the Hawks. Really, I feel like they could have played a little bit better in that regard. Like 2 players on CT, 1 player on the side, maybe to try and prevent them from pushing 3 men into the side and playing however they wanted. Hawks could have done a lot different there, I guess. But for the NT Force round, Metizport, they have 2 MP9s, 3 rifles. This is by the book once more. I like this by a lot because for the bonus round, they have only 2 SMGs instead of 3. Zame is on a field day here. For him. Remorse finds the kill on Zame. And if Kronks dies here, the round gets a lot more interesting. They retrieve an MP9, actually make it an M4. And the round got a lot more interesting here. 2 players wrapping around short. For the Hawks, it's Eyebaldy and Remorse playing around jungle. They're gonna be able to find this kill. Oh my god, Remorse, you're making me nervous. They're gonna dance. They found one. Now they see the second one as well from Eyebaldy. That's weird for Remorse. Yeah, he's in an awkward position, surrounded by every single player remaining for Metizport X, and Mackey's gonna punish, retrieve that M4, and it's still a really good one for the bonus round because they only have 1 MP9. The remaining players are gonna have to reinvest, but if I know this by, there's gonna be 4 M4s. Okay, a FAMAS. Okay, I like this buy. 4 rifles and 1 MP9 for the bonus round. When they're playing against 5 AKs, it's still really good for Metizport X here. It doesn't give them a huge disadvantage of playing SMG, especially because Mirage actually has really long range, especially around mid, right? And if you're playing like house, like picking from house balcony towards house kitchen, it's a long range where the MP9 actually doesn't strive as much. And now mid control coming in from the Hawks for this one. It's a default play here from team with a Portuguese player in HAWKS. Crocs lost the timing here. Now he sees it. It did a lot of a huge chunk of damage there with a grenade onto HAWKS. 60 health points. Ooh, Meki has already wrapped around. I think he went through ramps. I didn't see this. Oh my, Meki actually could have a backstab here, but he has the bomb. He doesn't need to move. Insert finds one on the balcony. Straxy trays him, but eyeballing him. They find two. Meki with the backstab, though. He has the bomb. He has the full control of how this round goes. Bronx just has to stay alive and keep the pressure on, but he sells Mackie here. He could not have died there. Sure, they knew what Bronx was, but like you just had to time it off better and not die pretty much there because you just need to apply pressure left and right in order for Mackie to be able to do his play. But he has already wrapped around towards short. Are they waiting for him? They line up for him. He's good for only one for now. Edie's in an eyeball on the other side. Ooh, if Mackie won this duel, I would probably still give him the chances at winning the round. Nonetheless, he only finds two players on the 1 versus 4. Props to what Mackie tried to do. Kronks really didn't have the right timings to do whatever he wanted to do. I guess he just wanted to try and get that early kill and make it a 2v2 for the end of the round. But honestly, right there, you just have to apply pressure and not allow players to actually push Meki comfortably. And if you do that, Meki has the round win right there. But nonetheless, mistakes were made. Hawks find the first. Now Metizport, they have to play 5 USPs against 4 AKs and 1 Mech 10. Mirroring what Metizport actually did on Inferno. They're playing really slow, trying to get all the information they want, or they can. Hawks has Remorse here on connection. I was trying to understand if they knew that the setup was happening, but Remorse is only good for one. Neox on short with a Mech 10. He finds another. There's going to be a 4 versus 3. AK retrieve for Straxy. And now he's going to be the first contact. Okay, it's going to be the second one. First bullet from Insert is really good, and even the spray transfer. So no more dreams in the hopes for Zame as well. 2-2, we're back to square zero, and the score is tied up. Now, this round right here, I'm thinking of what could have happened here differently, right? So, this was a 5 USP round for Metizport. They tried to do the trap setup on connector. And unfortunately, I think it was too many angles because like the first player was looking at short, the second one was looking at the box, the third was looking at short as well. And the first player that Remorse gets, if they were all looking at the box right away towards the smoke edge, it could have been a lot different. Nonetheless, round number 5, it's 5 for once more. So 1-for-1 trade on the early kills, but now it's a man advantage for Hawks. Sponsored by Neox, the Portuguese player. Eyebally finds another kill, makes it a 4 versus 2. Mackie and Straxy, the power duo. It's just funny to say both of these names in the correct order. Is it Straxy Mackie or Mackie Straxy? What do you think actually combines better? I think Mackie Straxy is just prime Metizport X. Nonetheless, 2 versus 4. They're just trying to save these guns. One's looking towards apartment, the other one's looking towards connect, actually underpass, and taking care of his back. The Hawks mid control this time working really well. They've been trying to do this default for quite a few rounds now, actually. I think for 3 rounds, even when they were a little bit fragile, they tried to do it, and it actually worked. Mid control onto a split towards whatever you get the kill. It's working so far for the Hawks, and I like the strategy from them as well. Not trying to outsmart the opponent, just trying to simplify what they want to do and actually have really good ideas and actually knowing what they have to do to execute those ideas. So Hawks switches the scoreboard once more. Now they get ahead 3 versus 2 or 3-2 right now. Metizport 1 pistol and 1 anti-force, but then it's 3 straight for Hawks, and Metizport X needs a timeout. Now this is the first tactical timeout that we see in the series, and it's actually on the right timing because now you have all players with 2400. 2 guns saved. What do you want to do here? Do you want to buy some MP9s to go along with those saved weapons? Do you want to play pistols? If I'm making the decision here, I'll probably go with pistol upgrades to go along with those saved rifles and try and make a play somewhere with those. Maybe like one rifle towards B, one rifle towards A, put up a pistol upgrade on the side of that and try and do something. That is if you don't want to buy the MP9s, but we already have the freeze time going down. And from the looks of it, only one pistol upgrade, and that's maybe on Kronks. P250 on him. Okay, make it a deagle as well on Zapper. And one rifle's gonna go up too short. A little bit more aggressive here, and the other one is playing on B alone. No gun, no pistol to support him. But it's going to be a fast play from the Hawks towards A, and that's going to be towards Kronks and Zapper. Deagle from Zapper already doing damage. Now Kronks has the round. Oh my god, you have to be nervous. He sprays down 2 players. He doesn't connect the bullets enough to actually kill the one of them. And that's going to leave him on a 2 versus 4. Make it a 1 versus 4 because Zame went down. And Straxy has to save this gun. Kronks could have killed the round right there. But it's actually not that easy. P250 doesn't work the same way as a 5.7. You cannot just spray it down. I mean, you kind of can, but not at like multiple targets. It's actually awkward to do it. But imagine if that first headshot actually connected onto the player with a bomb. It could have been problematic for the Hawks. Nonetheless, they get the round here. 4-2. And a quick reminder for those of you that just joined us as well: the first series that these teams actually encountered themselves earlier on Group D's matches, they played the exact same maps that they're playing on this series, and that is very odd for me. Like, why would you pick the same maps? That is very odd to me. But nonetheless, they did it. They're playing Inferno, Mirage, and Metizport, the exact same order as well. The first map went Metizport X's way. We had some HAWKS issues as well. That's something that is not on our control. And now on Mirage, this is HAWKS' pick, and on the first series that we played together, HAWKS won 13-5. Let's see if HAWKS can actually reproduce the same thing that they did in the first series. For now, full buy from both teams. It's a 3 against 1 in terms of entry kills. Eyeball finds another one, makes it a 3 versus 2. Can still be interesting towards the HAWKS' way, but those dreams are shut down by Zapper. That finds Eyeball and leaves it uncertain. 1 versus 3. 1 minute left. Bomb is still in reach. He's gonna fight for this one. They have money enough to back this play off, or to back this play up. The question here is, how do you want to play this? Surely you're gonna play towards connector. You're gonna look at jungle. You have to win that first duel and then isolate the second one before planting. And then third, he's going through connector. Mackie already has a really good angle here. He's not expecting it. He's not looking. And Mackie punishes as well. You want to come to the round, you lose the round. And you lose your gun. 3-4 on the scoreboard. Metizport bounce back finally after 4 round losses. And now they have to give a really good answer. Economy is not on their side still. They need to win this one to start getting economy on their side. The economy flow towards their CT side. We're approaching the last few rounds of the first half as well. Metizport, they're playing with 5 rifles, 1 AK, actually 2 AKs, 3 M4s on the side of the HAWKS. Economy left, actually a lot of economy left, and Neox is playing AWP with 4 rifles, make that 3 on underpass. Very aggressive, got the first entry kill, and now they're pushing towards A. Reports found 1, Kronks finds kill back. Eyeball burns Kronks. Down to the round. Zame gets the kill, then that's the double for Zame. 2 versus 1. This round had no business being Metizport because the HAWKS actually played this one really perfect. Towards Zame. Nonetheless, Trexie applies the final dagger, and that's going to be the 4th round up for Metizport X. The retake was good, and once again, HAWKS played this. I'm not going to call it an A rush because it wasn't a rush. It was pretty much an A execute with smokes and then a fast entry with only one flashbang. They played this one nearly perfect, but they got overtaken by the retake attempt from Metizport X. The bomb was never planted. They got the equalizer on the scoreboard as well. And also, not planting the bomb is actually a huge deal breaker right now. If I'm not wrong, I heard this on a Portuguese broadcast as well the other day, and I still haven't had time to study this aspect, but I'm pretty sure the economy actually changed now. So if you plant the bomb and it's a defuse or a win by defuse for the CTs, I'm pretty sure that now the change is that every single player from your team on T side actually gets $200. So that's a huge difference actually. Niox, what? My man gets the kill on the last bullet of the spray, and then he wins the second duel. Niox getting clean and rowdy with it. And 5 versus 3. Metizport X on the back foot right now. Bomb is planted on B, and they don't want nothing to do with this. Remorse has all of the audio cues, and they don't want nothing to do with it. They're just running for the hills. Remorse didn't see the player on Palace, by the way. Shirley's playing 4x3 on the resolution because he didn't see the player on Palace. But oh my goodness, Neox, you killed this round so fast and in a fancy way as well. And once again, what is working for the Hawks? Mid control every single round, and Metizport X is just not finding a way to actually counter that. They tried to put a player very aggressive. They tried to do the fast play onto underpass that worked one time, but it seems the mid control play from the Hawks actually just finds a way to actually bounce back every single time. Get right back into the action, and once again mid control fast play towards short. Last one's gonna work again. No, it's not. Maybe it is. Kronks and Zapper though, they counter this play perfectly with a crossfire. One from short, the other one spamming the smoke through connector. That leaves Remorse on a 1 versus 4 with not a lot of hopes of winning this one. Bomb is on its back. Same on the other side. Ooh, Same misses his shot. Not a whole lot of these opportunities throughout the series is gonna happen. Okay, he missed it. That's just because I talk. But now Remorse, he has a chance here. He has a window. He found 2. He isolates the duels here and he can win it. But Bronx is too clean on the headshot. And once more, the equalizer up on the scoreboard. 5 and 5. AWP retrieved from Mackie towards Zame. And Metizport X. They're having an okay CT side, but we gotta give the highlight of this side towards the Hawks. They're having a really good T side so far. Finds the entry kill here. Once more mid control. Same this time. This time it's not the MP9, it's the AWP from Zame. He doesn't miss the first bullet. He knows about more players here. He does not have support though. Bronx has rotated connector. He's playing on ladder, but that doesn't matter because he found another one. And even Zapper on the support finds the third player. And now it's Edizan and Insert 2 versus 4. Edizan on 34 points of health. Molotov on his pocket. Ooh, this one's nearly over, really. Come on. Throw another coconut there. I know you wanted Chrome. Throw another coconut. Come on, man. What kills happening? Okay, Krunks doesn't want to throw the coconut. He wants to spray them both down. But he finds the 6 for Metizport X first. The draw is available for the Hawks. Metizport is searching for the 7th. This time a switch of approach for the Hawks. They're looking at A side for this last round. They have a lot of firepower. They have one mech 10. Now retrieve the name for an eyebally. I think you should have dropped this one. Yeah, what are you doing? You're rushing through the smoke. Bronx gets the lead. Now it's going to be pistol upgrade. Ooh, the smoke opening is right on point. And Kronks punishes Hawks on the other side. 2 versus 3. Zapper finds 1. Remorse trades him off. 1 versus 1. AWP towards Remorse. Oh my goodness. Now I start getting nervous once more. This is that time of the round where you have to get nervous because Remorse had an AWP. But now he changed it. Now he's playing M4. He does have a Kevlar. Strexy saw him dropping down to his side. Bomb is getting planted default. And now it starts dancing. He gives him a shoulder and he sees him. He opens wide. Strexy punishes though. And Metizport X is going to win the first half 7-5. Strexy does not crumble on the face of the challenge that Remorse put up. Seven and 5 is the final score for the first half. We switch sides. Metizport X is actually attacking now, and Hawks is defending. For the pistol round, Metizport is going to do a full contact B with support on Zapper. The smoke towards kitchen is or market is coming. Double flashbang. Player on forest is insert playing anti-flash. He's good for 1. Make it the 2 on the crossfire. Even the 3rd and the 4th. Only Zapper alive. He finds 2 though. Makes it more possible for him. He has to be good on the 2nd bullet. He's not. An eyebally. And the Hawks find the 1st. First one goes the Hawks way. Second one is a pistol round with no upgrades for Metizport X. So this one should be a filled day here for Insert. He cannot get overwhelmed by the amount of players he's going to find. The smoke is good. That's to predict on the play. They're going to push through though. You got to be ready for this one. Ooh, okay. He only gets the 1. He gets a little bit overwhelmed there. Mackie finds the kill. Remorse with another one. 3 versus 3 now under retake. Krunks finds the kill. This is still possible for Metizport. This was a pistol, a full Glock round. Bali finds 2 though, and he knows about Crocs. Ooh, the drive-by by Bali with the USP, 2 points of health. Not a problem for Bali to stand in for the Hawks. Finds the 7th. And the post-round message is right on point. Bali has just destroyed his enemies with 3 kills. And honestly, after the USP drive-by, I'd say he more than destroyed his enemies. Now, quick round here on mid. This is a full buy from both teams, and this was a weird approach from the Hawks. They tried to surprise them on mid, but Metizport take it better. And they win this round probably because Edie's in on a 1 versus 3 now. He gets a good read that's gonna go towards A side. But you should just save this one. Not a lot of saves on this garage map already.
Terrorists win.
Sometimes you really have to know when to lose rounds and when to win them, or how to lose and how to win them. And the thing is, like, if you're the Hawks, like, you're 7-7, you don't have a lot of money for the next round. You're probably gonna have to force. Like, it's just better to force with an M4 on your side and no M4 on your side. And some people would argue that, like, why are you gonna save for an eco round? Like, it's an M4 and a Kevlar. You can deal a lot of damage on an eco round. Nonetheless, the Hawks made the poor decision of not saving. It's a 7-8 scoreline right now in favor of Metizport X. Hawks Force, they don't have a lot of money, and it's a pistol upgrade for the helmet. They had actually maybe at least 500 on some players. Neox buys the SGL. Now, first Metizport's way finally, because Maggie finds the second one. Only Straxy goes down, but now SGL range. Bronx on the side, he's gonna punish him. In Neox out this round. Deagle out to Edie's was the next up. And now only insert. Deagle actually 5-7 in hand.
Bomb has been planted.
Not a whole lot he can do, really. This is gonna be the 9th year for Metizport. And not gonna lie, I was feeling hopeful for the Hawks here. Yeah, they're really good T-side. They were showing some discipline and economic decisions on the first map, even though they had the technical difficulties. But this time, they were not... On this Mirage, they're not showing really the ability to be able to keep some weapons. Because let's be honest, like, that 1v3 that Remorse was trying to go for, like, it's a 1 versus 3. The scoreline is close. Why are you not saving that M4? Like, it doesn't make a whole bunch of sense now, does it? Because you could have played that M4 with 5 USP surrounding, and then you could have buy on this round 17. But instead, you didn't save that M4, then you had to force with every single player. And now you're playing a Nico that should have been played on round number 16. So, poor economic decision from the Hawks actually costed them, and Remorse was caught napping by Crocs on the other side. Now it's a 4 versus 5. Still 2 pistol upgrades from the Hawks. He's in and Bali. Bali does not have a lot of pressure. He's standing in for the Hawks. Now the pistol inside, and he starts shooting and he starts killing. He gets the 3 kills for the Hawks, not himself, but the Hawks get 3 kills. And in the end, it could have gone both ways, really. But Mackie and Straxy, power duo. Okay, it's just too funny to say Mackie and Straxy. You cannot blame me. But Mackie and Straxy actually get the double digits for Metizport X. Double spoke coming in from the spawn for this round of the Metizport. They're gonna go for mid control once more. Ivory has no clue of this. He's flashed. Grunk is flashed too. But on the battle of the blind players, Grunk still finds one, finds the second, not the third though. Remorse has something to say, but in the end, it's gonna be Zapper and Zame finishing the 11th round for Metizport. And this one was a really fast one as well. Like, you lose a player trying to go for a counter play on mid. You know they're doing mid control once more. And then you just go one by one. It was definitely awkward the way they picked. But we gotta give the props here to Metizport. They're playing their T side not perfectly, but they're playing their T side really well. And the Hawks did the same thing on their T side, but on the CT side, they're just not clicking. It just does not click. Like, you're not just warmed up. Like, a lot of factors. And even that first map with the technical difficulties, they don't really predict. It's just server issues. And even the blue screen, like, it really can throw the team's morale down. And it's hard to bounce back from a loss like that. Like, it was just third-party problems really affecting you. And clearly the Hawks on the CT side, they're not finding their groove here. But now Eyebally found a kill as well. Retrieves an AK. He has Kevlar, so the aim punch is not going to be that strong. Really good grenade here though. Eyebally 50 opens up. Second contact is from Edie's end. They know about the AWP, but this gets awkward for them. Because they're in a weird position, a very dangerous position. Eyebally, he has to open up, always looking towards Ballas, but he's in the one that sneaks through. He finds one, Straxy and Mackie once more. Wait a second, not Straxy and Mackie and Straxy. I don't know why, it's just too funny to say that, but they find the map point and series point, and they're literally one round away of buying their ticket into the SLG Finals, SLG Fall 2024 playoffs. Literally one round away. And Mackie and Straxy, a dynamic duo, like Zessie is actually saying in chat. You're damn right, they're a dynamic duo, a power duo, some would say. There's power couples and there's power dynamic duos. And make it dynamic they will, because Zapper is rushing down B. They want to finish this game right here and now, and they unlock B side really fast. Bomb is planted already. Neox, the Portuguese player from the Hawks, he finds one with the AWP, 3-on-4 right now. And they're both locked out of B side on market. It has to be the backstep player, but he finds the AWP. No matter though, he finds the kill onto Zame. And this is getting weird, at least for Metizport, because at the end it's only Zapper, 1 versus 3. Now they know about him. Mech 10 in hand though, 6 bullets. Make it the 2, and the Portuguese player in Neox once more. He comes up clutch, 2 seconds on the defuse timer with even some seconds to spare. The Hawks do not allow Metizport to finish the series, and they still survive on this Mirage. No kit, no problem for the Hawks on what was a beautiful retake from the Hawks against this Metizport X squad. Now another round is in. It's a full buy for Metizport X once more, but this time Neox gets the upper hand on the first duel on mid. Eyebally finds another kill. Okay, Hawks are finding their groove finally. Is it too little too late? What can they still do it? Wait a second, let's not jinx it once more. 3 versus 4. I'm already telling you guys, I'm not gonna get blamed by Caster Curse here, okay? Wait a second, I'm already putting myself out of the equation here. 3 versus 4 though. AWP still available for Hawks. Same though, he has like the spider sense is tingling because he's just knew remorse was there. And he finds the kill. Neox on the other side with AWP as well. He finds another one. 2 versus 3 right now. 45 seconds. Bomb has crossed, but is not able to plant. And now 2 players are approaching. Oh my goodness, the timings. Insert finds the kill. And that is all insane now. He finds the player, not the kill. And Neox has traumatized 3 opponents and gotten the 9th round for the Hawks. Now the Hawks are finally finding their groove. And this is where things get interesting because Metizport, they've been having this map and series point for 3 rounds at least now. And they're not able to close it. And the Hawks, if they get their group going like they are right now, this can be very dangerous. We saw this on T side when they got their group connecting with each other and connecting with the plays that they wanted to, especially the mid control. It was dangerous for Metizport X. But let's take a look at round number 22. Full buy from both teams still. If Metizport lose this one, they lose the economy on their side. Especially if they don't plant the bomb. Mid control, 2 players in the ground, 2 players top mid. Neox, the Portuguese upper once more. He flashes, tries to open. 1 player on bench as well now. And Kronks is gonna punish the open on short. They even see the connector and the trade game right now in terms of kills. Going Metizport next way. 4 versus 3. Edison finds one. Mackey trades him. 3 versus 2. 2 players on one side of the map. Metizport X's players planting on the other side freely. Now they have to retake 2 versus 3. They're very healthy. Not a lot of utility. A smoke on insert. Only one defuse as well. And kills coming in through. It's a 1-on-1. It's life or death right now for the Hawks. This is a good angle from Kronks. He whiffs a lot, but at the end, he finds the kill. 13-9 the scoreline. Metizport X are through to SGL's Fall 2024 playoffs. And oh my, what a series this was. Same veto as the first time they played, and I was not expecting this one to not need a decider to actually decide who was going to move on to the playoffs. The Hawks won the first series 2-1 on the decider. They lost the Inferno, they won their pick on Mirage, then they pushed it to a newbies where they won as well. This time the story was very, very different. And Metizport X, they win 2-0. They win on the opponent's map pick, they win on their own map pick, and they are through to the playoffs. And now, just to give you a quick insight on how the playoffs are looking, give me just a quick second because I am looking for stuff. But basically, so the playoffs are looking like right now. So they're looking with the participants on the playoffs right now, the teams that actually made it through, is the Portuguese team in Never Play, 777 Esports from Group B, Infurity Gaming from Group C, the first seed, X Gaming from Group D, the first seed. They won 2-0 on the group stage and they are through. Saucemen are through as well. And Group B, second seed, is going to be Metizport X. Split Esque is already on the playoffs, and now we just actually forget about it. I said that Group B second seed was Metizport X. That is wrong information because Group B second seed is still not chosen. They still have to play another game if I'm not wrong. So Split Esque is through, and now Group D second seed is through in Metizport X. Now, Group B is composed by 777 Esports back to the game, Annex Esports, and Torritos, the Spanish team. Unfortunately for Torritos, they played today. They lost the game, so they're 0-2, and they are out of the playoffs. 777 are already through, and back to the game in Annex Esports. They're going to have to face off on a decider match that is going to happen when I'm just trying to take a look at the date so I can give you guys an accurate date on the face off. No fake info here, please. No fake info. Production. Not TMB. I need Zazie really quickly on Discord. Can you give me the date for the face off between the Group B teams really quickly? Sorry, I actually thought the match page actually had this. Not gonna lie. I actually thought the Wikipedia would have this. Okay, so I already have that information. Zazie works too damn fast. He's like the Flash. But yeah, so those two teams, they're gonna face off tomorrow at 20 CET. So that's Central European time. Don't get this wrong, okay? Or you're gonna miss it. It's gonna be a banger of a match. So it's gonna be back to the game against Annex Esports tomorrow at 20 CST to decide who goes through from Group B. Now, I got the info as well, and this is going to be a banger because, listen, I'm Portuguese. I'm not biased, okay? Or I try to not be biased as much as I can. But the Portuguese team never plays. Going to face off against Metizport X. I'm not going to give you guys any picks, nothing, okay? But I'm just gonna give you guys a quick insight. Put your eyes on that match. Really, put your eyes on that match. Trust me, you're not going to regret that. That's for sure. Anyways, that is all for us today on SGL channel for SGL Fall 2024. Congratulations to Medisport X on going through to the playoffs. We'll be seeing you guys tomorrow. I assume there's going to be a stream here tomorrow for the match for Group B decider. But we'll be seeing you guys in the next one. Take a look at the social media pages as well to know every single match that is happening, where is happening, who's broadcasting and who's casting, and everything around SGL Fall 2024. Follow on Twitter and Instagram as well. But from this side, we'll be seeing you guys tomorrow at 20 CET actually, for the decider match. I'll see you guys in the next one.